Good morning. How are we all? I come on here sharing a bit about me fairly often. And the reason I do this is, well, to let you all in, to give you an understanding of who I am. But in me doing this, I'm gaining an understanding of who I am as well. You know, 80% of success is mindset, and to become our full self offers us all this success, the success we want in life. You know, when we become whole, that's when we start to own, you know, every aspect of ourselves. That's when our whole world opens up to us. You know, our life is a reflection of who we are inside. And hey Bianca, hey Janice, nice to see you. Sorry, I've lost my train of thought. Who we are inside is reflected in our world around us, not the other way around. A lot of us think that, you know, we're at the mercy of whatever is going on in our outside world. But, you know, we've got to become whole and fill in the gaps in ourselves to create wholeness in our outside world. Hello, Joanne. So, you know, wherever we are holding back, wherever we've got fear, will show in a gap in what's happening around us. You know, if we've got lack in finances, then, you know, there's something in us. It could be a belief around money, but it could be something around self-worth. It could be a fear about being seen. And that was one of my biggest fears. You know, I was afraid of being judged, of being not good enough. And therefore, I used to hide away. So, you know, I'm facing my biggest fear and putting myself out there and discovering who I really am. And, you know, in doing this, I'm, you know, looking at that fear head on and realizing that it really is just coming from my thinking. You know, it's all in here. This is a fear that has no real grunt to it, no real grounding, you know. Yes, someone might comment, you know, about me being weird. You know, maybe I've got beliefs different to you or somebody else. You know, people will comment how they'll comment. But the thing is, they are just comments. Someone else's opinion of me isn't my opinion of me. And when we get to really know ourselves, that's when we can become stable in who we are. And that's when, you know, opinions from the outside world become oil off a duck's back, water off a duck's back. You know, we have to become complete in ourselves to become complete in our outside world. And fear is always pointing to something that we aren't facing up to. And, you know, feeling, you know, I did a post a few days ago about feeling, but a lot of people are afraid to feel. Now, feeling is our inner self talking to us. It's our body talking to us as well. You know, our body can't use words. And, you know, our inner being can talk to us in words, but usually we don't hear it because we're so busy in our mind. You know, and feeling is our guidance system. And whenever we're feeling uncomfortable, it's because we are not thinking the way that our inner being knows is our truth. So when we learn to feel, and if we can feel without thought, that's even better because it's more pure. The conversation that's coming through is more pure. Then we start to realise through this guidance, through our feeling, when we're on track and when we're not. But feeling is delicious. And, even if it's physical pain, if we can feel into it without thought, then the pain lessens. It releases. Most of pain is our fear about what the pain represents, what's going on in our body. A diagnosis, a result. When we can just let all of that go and just feel, we realise that there's nothing to be afraid of in feeling. Physical pain can be uncomfortable, but without thought, it's just a sensation. So, I am, facing my fears and becoming more whole so that I can fill in those gaps in my life. Now, my life is fantastic. There is a couple of gaps, and one of them has been my finances, and I'm getting on top of that, and this new business that I've attracted, and I know I've attracted it. When you face your fears, anything you need to help you to bring into this life whatever's missing will appear. And, 80% mindset, 20% strategy. The mindset is what I can work on. And when I come into alignment with my mindset, the strategy is attracted to me. We don't have to look too far once we start to come into alignment with our own being. But to come into alignment, we've got to be able to feel. We've got to look at those fears. We've got to face them. We've got to feel them. And we've got to step through them. We've got to look at them and know whether they're real or not. And, a fear of being seen is not a real fear. Because when we feel into it, it's empty. So it's really about being brave enough to look into what's going on, to feel into it, discover these empty fears, and then step on through. So, I'm putting that challenge out there to any of you. If you're having issues in any part of your life, be brave enough to feel into it and to ask the questions, ask empowering questions. What's on the other side of this? How can I become the person I want to be? How can I live the life that I want to live? And don't look back. Just step into that version that you want to be. So my love to you all. Have a beautiful day, and I'm going to go and find something fun to do. Bye for now.